everybody, and welcome to week 4 of Introduction to Marketing. How cool is this? We are almost halfway done with this class, and everybody is doing such a great job. I really commend you for all your hard work and dedication to the course, and I hope you're gaining a lot of additional knowledge about marketing. So, just a real quick recap on what we've done so far. You have to remember that marketing is a process. I think I've mentioned that before. And so there's steps involved, and we have to take step 1 before we go into step 2, and step 2 before 3, of course. And, that's what we've been doing. Our first step was the SWOT analysis, where we looked at our environments, internal and external, and identified what we had to work with, what we didn't have to work with, what's out there available to us, and so forth. And then last week we did you did a real good analysis on your target market using the PRISM program. And I hope you were able to really see how we narrowed down our segments and really try to identify the information about our target market and what kind of people they are, the demographics, the psychographics, and things like that. And don't get rid of that information, because you're going to be using that throughout the rest of this class. And so it's going to help you develop more ideas, because everything kind of focuses around those customers. So this week, we're going to move into distribution, which is in the marketing mix, it's the place. You've already got your product and your price taken care of for you. The SNHU pet food store has told you what the product is. It's this all-natural pet food that is priced a little bit higher than some of the competitors, so the price is already taken care of for you. And these are, those parts of the marketing mix have, for the most part, been done for you. But now we're going to look at distribution, and what that is how you get the product to the right person at the right place at the right time. And what your project is for this week, it's kind of fun project to do, and you'll be thinking about a product that you have purchased. At some point, it can be something small, or it can be a large product, such as an appliance or something like that. So for this week, set aside the pet food product, okay? You're not going to be working with it this week. You're going to be learning about distribution using a different product. So completely set your pet food product aside for 1 week, okay? Your assignments for this week is, of course, a discussion post, and as I mentioned, you will have a product that you're going to talk about in that discussion post, and you will talk about product placement within the store. I think when you start to look at this, you're going to realize that products are placed in a certain location for a reason. For example, let's use cereal. If you go down a cereal aisle in a supermarket, you'll notice that the children's cereal is about halfway up on the shelves, and adult cereal for fiber content and all that kind of fun stuff is up on the top shelf. The reason why that is done that way is because when it's down lower, the children's cereal, that's eye level for the kids, because really that's their target market. They may not pay for the cereal, but they're very influential on what cereal they get. And then the adult cereal being up high is where the adults, more eye level for an adult. So there's reasons for things. You'll notice end caps in a store, grocery store, a big box store, and that's usually products that are maybe new that they're trying to get out, or maybe sales items that they're trying to get rid of, things like that. But what happens is the manufacturer works with those retail stores to try to get the best product placement. The store doesn't just happenstance put things where they go. There's a lot of networking in there involved in getting a product where the manufacturer wants it to be. It's very competitive, uh, the shelf location for products. It's very competitive. So during your discussion post, you're going to pick out this product and you're going to talk about where it's placed in the store. You're going to talk about the packaging, what makes it so unique and eye-catching, what's on the packaging, the signage in the store. Was there, um, you know, specific signs on the shelf or hanging from the ceiling, or was there a sign out front telling you that this product was available or something like that? Um, you also look at the competing products to see where they're located and their signage and packaging and those kind of things as well. So um, then what you're going to do is you're going to take that product and you're going to make a PowerPoint and you're going to talk about what we call marketing channels or distribution channels. And products are typically sold through more than one distribution channel. And so remember, this is so important. Please remember that this PowerPoint is on the product that you've identified in the store. We're not working on your pet food product this week. Okay? And if you look at the, in module 4, you're going to get some, some great information in there. Be sure to read through everything. I think you have chapter 10 in the book to read, and then the overview for the chapter. And it talks a little bit about what determines the distribution for a product. There's 3 determinants. It's the product price. So what that means is that the price of a product, will help the manufacturer decide what type of store it would sell through. So a higher priced product, you probably wouldn't sell through the dollar store because it doesn't match the brand image. It makes it conflicting for the customer. And so you have to take that into consideration. The amount of sales support that the product needs. That box of cereal doesn't need a whole lot of sales support to sell it. You put it on the shelf. The most you might do is have a little coupon dispenser there where people can get a little bit of money off. But something like a car or technology or something like that requires a little bit more sales support. So you have to take that into consideration. And finally, your customers, your target market. Again, you're going to be using that information all the way through. Where do they shop? Do they shop at higher end stores, or do they shop at places like Family Dollar Store or Walmart or things like that? And that's what that PRISM information kind of gives you some insight on. So take that into consideration. And as I said, companies typically use multiple channels. They may use retailing. They may sell directly to the customer themselves. That's a direct-to-consumer channel. They may use e-commerce, which is purchasing products online. They may use a wholesaler, which if you read your book, those wholesalers are typically convenience products such as gum and chips and candy bars and stuff like that, that distributes to multiple retailers for you. And today's world, we're big on m-commerce, which is mobile marketing. So, where the product that you've selected to look at this week, what are the different channels? What are the different ways you can get that product? Let's take a quick example. Pepsi. Okay, Pepsi uses a variety of ways, distribution channels, to get the product to the customer. You can get it through convenience stores, which is a type of retailer, or big box stores like Walmart, Target, places like that. You can also get it through restaurants, through fountain machines. You can get it in a pop machine, a vending machine. That's a type of distribution where, you can find those just about anywhere. So, those are just a few, 3 ways there that Pepsi sells their product. And I'm sure if you went and did a little more research, you'd probably find other unique ways that Pepsi sells their products. So I hope this makes it a little more clear for you what you're going to do. I just can't stress it enough that your PowerPoint assignment is not on your pet food product. I have this problem just about every time I teach this class, that the students want to do it on the pet food product. So set your pet food product aside, give it a break this week, and let's just focus on this product that's already out there and already using distribution channels. It'll help give you some information. Let's see, I think that's about it on the PowerPoint. If you've never done one before, if you look at the rubric, which is available in the module, I really recommend you read over those rubrics, because that is what I use to grade your assignments. There's some links there that will help you learn how to do a PowerPoint. And I encourage you to be creative. Use your creativity to create your PowerPoint, and let that flow. And just be sure that you use the template that's made available for you. All you have to do is open it up and start doing your PowerPoint. I would recommend that when you save your PowerPoint, use your name in there. That way I don't. I know for sure, in the title of the file, you might want to add your name in there, so it's just easier for me to find whose PowerPoint is working on. And I think that's about it for this week. Next week we're going to be busy. We've got a huge writing report. I will be getting your assignments graded as soon as I can. I will let you know that, sometimes with the writing assignments, I do take a little longer because I like to give you good, thorough feedback, not just on what you told me about, but how you've told me. So I try to help you improve your writing skills. And with that also mentioned, I'll mention just real briefly too, is now that we're moving into the course a little bit more, I will be a little more strict on how I grade the articulation of your discussion posts. So if you've been a little bit sloppy on writing and not paying attention to your grammar and your punctuation and sentence structure and things like that, you'll need to step that up if you want to get a good grade. Your discussion posts are really good practice for your writing skills. So I encourage you to pay close attention to that. All right. Again, if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact me. I try to respond as soon as I can, and to help you out whatever I can. And I want to make sure you understand the material. Good luck. You guys are doing great so far. I'm really impressed with your SWOTs and your target market analysis. You're doing really good, and you're going to knock this out of the ballpark, okay? And so have a good week, and let's nail this PowerPoint. Until later, see ya.